On the streets of the isolated city, Resin, the THC misfits, and Granddaddy Perp moved through the city fighting herds of THC manipulators. Give us. Fuck, there's too many of them. Don't worry, I got this. Granddaddy Perp took out a blunt and hit it. Time for me to go alone. Granddaddy Perp started to pummel all the THC manipulators that was surrounding them. Hey, you guys see? This time I'm going for the head. The THC manipulators grabbed onto Granddaddy Perp's arm, allowing the other THC manipulators to group up on Granddaddy Perp and take him to the ground. Indica. On it, brother. Indica pulled out a blunt and hit it. Her eyes went bright red, and she stuck out her hand. Long stem-like branches started to come out of the ground, and they started to wrap around the THC manipulators that were surrounding Granddaddy Perp. This is only going to hold them. Guys, I'm back. I know what's going on now. It's about goddamn time. The city is being warped. Reality warped. But I don't understand what type of THC manipulator would have this type of power. And I cannot get into their head. There's a strong THC presence coming from that building. Fuck, they're all surrounding the entrance. Don't worry about that. Sativa took his bomb-like weapon off of his back and he aimed it to the sky. Bombs away. All the smoke flew into the air and then came down, covering the whole area in smoke. This would provide cover for the THC misfits to get into the marketplace building. The higher levels of the marketplace building. Kush and Trainwreck stood still for minutes while Weedlow stood behind them. Kush and Trainwreck thought to themselves, "Not make any sudden movements, this guy's gonna snap. Gotta think quick. His THC flow is so strong, I can feel it." I asked you two a question. Did you say Gigi? Kush and Trainwreck went flying back. Kush caught his footing and got into a fighting stance. When Trainwreck landed, she held out her hand and a bunch of chains formed around her. What are we gonna do now, genius? There's nothing to do but die. I remember everything. The torture. Hitting the blunt until my lungs felt like they were on fire. Starving me. Honestly sounds like personal problems to me. Turned out fine, right? What was it? Kush, right? I like to play games. Weedlow blew out a cloud of smoke and held out his hand. The cloud of smoke formed Hybrid Killer quickly and he grabbed it. Kush thought to himself, holy shit, he didn't even form that with his hand, he just made it. He's on a whole nother level. Weedlow walked over towards Trainwreck and smoke started to surround his body rapidly. When Weedlow got close to Trainwreck and the chains that defended her, he took 2 slashes with his sword. No! Kush took a step forward to try to dash at Weedlow. The chains around Trainwreck broke, revealing her, leaving her wide open. Weedlow pointed Hybrid Killer to Trainwreck's neck and looked at Kush and said, let the games begin. You won the last 2 games, I have to catch up. Let's see if you can get to me before I slice old Trainwreck's neck in half. Might be a horror scene for you, but I've seen it plenty of times. Let me ask you something. Is Gigi watching? Kush, fry him. Wrong answer. 3. Doomlot, Project 420 hideout. Killer Buzz sat in his room and he heard a knock at the door. Come in. Why haven't you been the quiet type lately? Usually you have the most to say, Killer Buzz. What's going on? Don't worry about him. He just keeps following me around. What's there to say? When the time comes, the time comes. Eric knows what he did, and he owes me. Half-blown Weedlow is a monster. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Dar Universe. This has been another exciting episode of Weedlow, the man with the infinite blunt. Please join us next time where we gonna get back into this Mayor Graham and Bruiser.